Comrades sailors and senior officers, swordsmen and officers, valiant participants of the special military operation, dear veterans and respected citizens of Russia, I congratulate you on the Day of the Navy. We always celebrate solemnly, with respect and love for the glorious fleet discoveries and for its enormous contribution to the study of the world's ocean. But most importantly, it is the victories, labor, flag, remain reliable guards of the maritime expanses of the fatherland. Faith and truth serve them on ships and submarines, in the Navy, in the coastal troops, and in the Air Force. They serve the citizens of their country in the name of life, happiness, and prosperity of the citizens of their country. The Navy has celebrated its holiday for more than 300 years. It was established in honor of Russia's first major naval victory at the Ganges. It was won by a very young fleet founded by Peter I. Gaining power, became an important support for the Tsar reformer in the creation of the Russian Empire. Strong, industrial, technological, and scientific triumphs. In developing and strengthening good partnership relations with other countries. I'm sincerely glad to welcome the crews of the Algeria warships, India, China, representatives of dozens of foreign countries and delegations at the main naval parade, who are celebrating today's holiday with us. I congratulate our sailors and commanders. The high mission of the Navy has truly determined their sacred attitude to their homeland, their self-sacrifice and unyielding character, their loyalty to the oath given to the word, and the maritime brotherhood. It is still among the best. Their Petrov School of Navigation and Mathematics, most fundamental and most progressive. It is multiplying rich traditions and preparing first-class specialists with extensive knowledge, and most importantly, being able to effectively use them in the difficult and responsible naval service. All this is extremely necessary for the management of modern ships and armaments, which are constantly replenishing our fleet. We will continue to increase the supply of the underwater forces, maritime aviation, equip ships with high-tech means of the new generation and hypersonic missile systems, improve and strengthen coastal infrastructure, develop reconnaissance, observation and air defense systems in the close and distant borders. The U.S. administration and the German government have also paid attention to the plans for the deployment of high-distance, high-precision missile weapons on the territory of the Russian Federation, since 2026. In the range of its reach, important Russian state and military control facilities, our administrative and industrial centers and defense infrastructure will be important. The flight time for such missiles, which could be equipped with nuclear warheads, will take about 10 minutes. Earlier, during the training, the United States had already worked out the transfer of the Dark Typhoon missile systems from its territory to Denmark and the Philippines. This situation is reminiscent of the events of the Cold War, which involved the deployment of American Pershing missiles in Europe, and the U.S. Pershing's missile range. In the event of the U.S. implementation of such plans, we will consider ourselves free from the previously taken one-sided moratorium on the deployment of medium and medium-range strike weapons, including the increase in the capabilities of our Navy's coastal forces. Today, we are developing a number of such systems at the final stage. We will take mirror measures to deploy them, taking into account the U.S. and its satellites in Europe and other regions of the world. Our attention today is attracted by the increasing tension from Washington in connection with the flights of Russian strategic aviation. I would like to remind you that since the collapse of the Soviet Union, Russian strategic aircraft carriers have not conducted air patrols far from our borders. Russia believed that this was no longer necessary. The world has changed. The Cold War is in the past. However, the United States did not respond to this one-sided gesture of goodwill and continued patrolling our borders. Therefore, since 2007, we have resumed such flights. This has become a countermeasure to the increased activity of our strategic and intelligence aviation in the regions of the world sensitive to Russia. This measure is aimed at ensuring security in the Asia-Pacific region. Today, I would like to especially note that many fleet crews are bravely fighting on the hottest areas of the combat line in the area of special military operations. Just as their great ancestors defend Sevastopol and other Black Sea and Azov ports, they strike the enemy, destroy its military facility. More than 30,000 sailors and officers have been awarded high state awards. The Admiral Makarov Brigade, a regiment of 1 regiment and 3 Marine brigades, has been awarded the honorary title of the Guard. 3 combat units of the Morpes and the Admiral Essen Brigade Navy are awarded an ordinary medal. Each medal, an order, a title, is a personal history of the courage and devotion of the fatherland, the fate of the daring, steadfast sailors, their commanders always the duty, honor, dignity, and ability to act. Responsibility for the entire unbreakable heroic path of our legendary navy, which, of course, the people battleships are being received by the Baltic Vladivostok, North Amur and Caspian, as well as the Syrian Tartus. The native fleet is honored throughout our entire country. This is a convincing recognition of its greatest merits before the motherland, his reliability in protecting our national interests. Once again, I congratulate the entire personnel of the Russian Navy, all those who are now in the parade line and in the battle campaign. I congratulate your wives, children, parents, for whom this day is one of the most important and precious. I thank you for your valiant service. I wish you new victories in fulfilling the truly historic, fateful tasks that are before us.
Слава военно-морскому флоту! За Россию! Ура!